Guys, oh my gosh, I just found a absolute bucket list coin. Yes, it's silver, and yes, it is the time period. Well, I'm at a new spot. This spot is a homestead. Sorry for the noise, or it used to be a homestead at least. I found a dime here from 1917 earlier this year, and unfortunately it's right next to the freeway, so it's pretty loud. Anyways, it's in the middle of the woods now. Let's get digging. Oh my God. Guys, I just found something incredible. And this is my third one of these ever. Third one this summer. If you watch my videos, you probably know what it is. So if you watched a couple episodes ago, probably like 5, I found this old cellar in the woods. Oh my God, I literally just found this like 30 seconds ago. And right there I found a 1917 dime, some other old stuff. I have no clue how old this homestead was. I found it looking at old aerial photos. I just got a banging high tone right here, and I just found a large set in the woods. I can already tell it's one of the later ones, so probably 1840s, 1850s. Holy crap. That is incredible. My first one ever out of land. That means this place is old. I saw this imprint right there after getting the high tone. I was like, oh my God, I think we found something great. That's awesome. That means this house is old, or was old. It's not here anymore. I'm gonna let it dry off, and I wish I had a toothpick. I'm at least gonna get the date, and then I'm gonna clean it off the rest of the way at home. But I'm pretty sure this is gonna be 1840s or 1850s. They stopped making these in 1854 or 1855. Well, I just wiped it off with like a wet leaf, and we have a date, 1851. That is awesome. All right, well, I decided to put the GoPro on. I always put the GoPro on after I find something good. I need to start doing it before, but hopefully we get something else. Got something big. All right. What is that? What is this? Well, it's probably from the 1800s. Okay, well, I'll take that. Ooh, nice small high tone. Sounds good, especially coming up right next to a large set. Come on, be a silver dime. Oh, it's in his. Let's go! Oh my gosh! Let's go! What is it? It's a Merc. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is the best day ever. Oh my God. Let me get my camera. Oh yeah, let's go. Get in the sun there. That is a beautiful Mercury dime. All right, well now, instead of just filming it for a while, let's actually pull it out of the dirt and see what year we've got. I think it's a 1942. It's in really good shape. Yep, that is a 1942. So about 100 years newer than our large set. I don't want to rub it a bunch, but I will clean it up and get you a nice photo when I get home. That's awesome. Well, last time I came here, I detected for like a whole day and found one silver dime. I've been here for 10 minutes maybe, got a large set and another silver dime, so let's keep going. Whoa, we got a belt buckle. That's gotta be old. Cool. Yeah, I always see people finding these, like the Hoover boys out finding these on the East Coast, and they always say they're old, and this just looks old. So I think that's a belt buckle or like a suspender strap. It sounded like a nickel, so that's a cool find. All right, well, here's that buckle. Not sure exactly what it goes to. Looks like I need a new pair of gloves. The fingers are popping out the ends. It's a cool find though. Definitely old. Well, the GoPro died literally a minute before I found this, and we just got another freaking large cent, guys. Let me show you. It did not sound like a good signal at all, but then all of a sudden it just popped out. I'm pretty sure this is definitely gonna be a large cent. I mean, it rang up as like, once it was out of the hole, it was like a 90 something. That is amazing. 2 large cents. Wow, it's fat too. 2 large cents in one day. This is my 4th one ever. This is an awesome property, guys. Can't believe we have found 3 awesome coins today. Let me at least try and get an ID from it. Maybe a year. Sweet. My oldest one ever is 1829, so if this beats it, this could be my oldest coin ever. Who knows? Absolutely incredible. I cleaned it up just enough so I could read the year, and it's an 1849 large cent. Amazing. That is awesome. So just 2 years away from the 51. This house, I assume then, was built in maybe the 1840s, and then we have 2 Mercury dimes as well, just from after it was built. But that's awesome. Mid 18th or mid 19th century house, most likely. Let's see if we can get another. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is my best day of metal detecting ever. 3 large cents. So I've already over doubled the total amount of large cents I've ever found. This one rang up super low, so I'm assuming it's gonna be real worn or something different maybe. Found it right there. The other large cent was right there, and then there's a bunch of nails right there. Let me, this is actually incredible. This one's thin, so hopefully we can get an identification off of it. That'd be awesome if it was like a King George penny or something from the 1700s. All right, let me clean it off. I actually don't know for this one. I kind of wiped like a wet leaf on this side, and it's looking real worn, so I'm gonna save it till I get home, and that way I can let it dry out, put a toothpick on it so we don't ruin the patina or anything and not be able to identify it. Super exciting though. This one could be a lot older. Could be from the 1700s or early 1800s. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not even kidding. I finished recording that. I walked back over to my gear. I walk a foot and I get a screaming high tone a foot away. That's where I just found the large cent. I walk a foot and I get a pretty much surface find, another large cent. And this one was ringing up high, so it's probably gonna have a lot of details. That is actually this is my best day of metal detecting ever. We must be like in the front yard or something right here. That could be like the foundation of the house. I feel like I'm standing in the front yard right now because there is large cents. There's been 3 large cents right here. Oh my gosh. Well, this one we're definitely gonna be able to ID. This one's big. I can already see the stars and stuff on it. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, this one's gonna be in good shape. All right, let me get an ID. All right, now I don't know my large cents very well, but this is looking like one of the early ones. It's definitely not one of the later ones that we found a couple of. This could be a classic head. I can't read the year, but I'm gonna toothpick it when I get home. This is incredible. This is like probably this is like 1810s. If this is a classic head, which would be my oldest one ever. All right, where is the silver? That's our next goal. Where's the silver? Where's the other large cents at? Well, I think I just need to start carrying my phone with me. I have it in my bag all the way over there. In the same tiny little patch of ground, I just found like a coin spill pretty much. of two cents. Well, firstly, I got a small cent. I'm thinking it's gonna be a fatty Indian. That's what it's feeling like. So a fat Indian head, definitely an Indian head. First one of those I've ever found. And then this was, I accidentally just plopped it out of the hole, and it's looking like another matron head large cent. Look, we're gonna be able to get a year off of it. That might be a 49 again. This is absolutely incredible. I'm digging up coins I've never even found before, and they're all just right here. Like, this must be the front yard of where the house was. And this is easily my best day of metal detecting. Like, I don't find this stuff, and nobody finds this stuff in Columbus, Ohio. Like, this stuff is as old as Columbus, Ohio. At least a large sense. This is absolutely incredible. I'm just gonna start putting stuff in my bag and clean it up when I get home. I have a whole bag of large cents here. I think we have five. We might have 6. I'm not really sure. And now we have an Indian and a Mercury dime. Wow. Well, I turned the camera off. Immediately found another fatty Indian. Or this could be like a flying eagle or something. I don't know. I found this instantly. It rang up as a low tone, and I guess I didn't know these ring up as low tones, so now I know, because I've just found 2. This is literally amazing. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna be here all day though. That is awesome. 2 seconds later, and I just got a crushed thimble right there. About a minute later, next target, you can already see we have a nice Indian head coming out of the soil there. Don't know the year, but I will clean it up at home and get a picture on screen for you. It looks like it's another fatty Indian. Incredible. Woo! Right next to this tree right here, this little one, I just found like an old multi-tool or some sort of old tool. I wonder if that handle is real, like antler, because it is right next to all these old large cents, so could be a real antler handle. I don't know. Cool tool though. Alright, well, nice little surface find right here. Definitely a real old button, and kind of exciting because there's a big eagle on the front of it with a shield. So I'm thinking this could be some sort of old military button, maybe Civil War. This house is seeming like it is around the Civil War period. If anybody knows much about buttons, because I don't, let me know. But definitely an old one, probably 1840s, 50s, or 60s. Just got another fatty Indian, and I can tell that they're like that. And when I say fatty Indian, they made Indian head cents from 1859 to 1909. The ones up until 1864 were made of nickel and copper, and they were thicker. That's why I call them fat. So that means all the Indians we've been finding are between 1859 and 1864. And you can kind of see the nickel because it's red. A normal Indian would be all the way green. Still, that is, I'm so excited. We're finding these coins all over the place in this little area. And we found even the other large cents and silvers over there. So let's keep going. Hopefully we can get an old silver. That would be awesome. That would be like a seated Liberty coin. Could not even imagine that. Oh my God. Oh my God. No way. No way. I just found it. Guys. Oh my gosh. I just found a absolute bucket list coin. Yes, it's silver, and yes, it is the time period. Look, it's on the surface. We just found a dang trime. Holy crap! I don't even know. Oh my gosh, this is actually incredible. It's such a small coin. This is the smallest coin the US ever minted. 1850s through 1860s. This one is in really good shape. It's 3 cents. It's a 3-cent coin. I don't know much else about it. It's super thin. Oh my gosh, what year do we have? This is actually incredible. No way. And this was like a low tone. Like, this thing is so small that it was pretty much a low tone. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, this one I can pour water on. No. Holy cow, here it is, guys. I poured some water all over it. Don't rub silver coins. I did not rub this. There it is, the design. There's no bust on this. There's just a 3 on that side, and then there's a star on this side. I believe the date's on this side. I don't even know where. It looks pretty worn down though anyways, so we might not be able to get a date. I don't even care. I do care a little bit, but this is awesome. I've actually never even imagined myself finding a Trime before. Because, I mean, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. This place was founded in 1812 or something like that, and I'm not even in the middle of town. This is crazy. A Trime. Oh, and I just realized this is my oldest silver coin ever by probably 50 or 60 years. So that is awesome. No way. All right. Let's keep going. I just found another one of those buttons with the eagle on it. Very cool. Pretty close to the other stuff too, so probably, again, same time period we found everything else in. Just got another big spoon. Cool. Sounded like a nickel. In the next hole, I got another spoon. They were losing all their spoons out here. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th one. Let's go. We just got another large cent. All right, I am pretty much in the same area. Once again, looking like with the thick rim there, it's gonna be one of the later ones, probably 1840s, 50s. Awesome. I'm just gonna put it in my bag, clean it up when I get home. Hopefully we can get a date off it at least. This is amazing. Another, that's like large cent number 6. Just found this big thing, huge piece of iron with a hole in it. Maybe it said possibly the address on it, or some other type of marker. I don't really know. Another fatty Indian real quick. Pretty sure this one's an 1863. I just found what looks like an old butter knife maybe under that rock right there. Well, still out here in the woods. The spot with all the other coins over there got a little quiet for a second, and then boom, popped out another large cent. There you can see it, 1 cent. I think this is number like 7 or 8. I'm not really sure, but I am super happy to be finding all of these. Well guys, it happened. We got a deep high tone here, and it's not a large cent, but it is a big silver coin. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Hopefully it's not a Washington. I don't know what we got. Let me take a picture of it. If I'm freaking out for a Washington quarter, I'm gonna be upset. All right, well, it's time. I've taken a couple pictures of it. I found this literally right next to a large cent. Looks like there's a worm in our dirt clump here, so dirt clump. And this is an extremely worn coin. It looks like it's a Standing Liberty. All right, well, not as old as the large cents, but I'll take a 1925, looks like, Standing Liberty. That's awesome. I don't even care if it's not a seated. Nobody ever finds Standing Liberty quarters. I've found one ever, and it was dateless. So this is sweet. Can't believe that. It was a lot deeper than the large cent, which is surprising. But that is awesome. What a random find. Right next to all these coins from the 1850s. Get a silver quarter, and it's an SLQ from the 1920s. At least it's dated. That's rare. I don't even know what the key dates are for these, but I'm having an absolutely incredible day, guys. I don't even know what to say, but I do know what to do. Let's keep digging. Well, I was kind of expecting to get one of these eventually. Got an axe head, or at least part of one. It must have broke, and they just threw it on the yard. It was right next to that large cent and that silver quarter. Alright guys, well my pinpointer is pretty much dead. It's getting very annoying to use it. So I'm going to leave for today. I'm going to end this video. Absolutely my best day of metal detecting of all time. This is just from today. I did a little bit of detecting at the start of the video at a different place. I might just edit that out, honestly. But we had 7 large scents. My formation's not very good here, but 7 large scents. I've only found 2 ever before this, and they were both out of a river. They were also both this summer. We got 5 Indians there around the edge. A mercury dime, which is kind of a random, more modern find. A standing Liberty quarter from 1925. And then this trime, which is absolutely incredible, from I think 1850s to the 1870s. That's when they made those. So now I'm gonna go home, clean all these up with a toothpick, because that's how you're supposed to do it. Not the silver coins. I'm just gonna spray those off with water, and then we can read all the years and stuff. Well, look how well these coins turned out. I toothpicked all of the copper coins, and I used a toothbrush on them with no water. Make sure you don't put water on copper coins, and rub it at least. Here's how they all turned out. There's 6 that are pretty much dated, and then we also had 3 flying eagles. So what I thought was 5 fat Indian heads, we had 3 flying eagles, 2 1857s and 1858, and then 2 1863s, which are Indians. Of course, we already knew what the silver coins were. The trime, which does not have a date on it. The date is worn off. I'll look at it under a microscope again, but I can't really see anything. We have our 1925 SLQ and our 1942 mercury dime. Then we had 6 large cents. I guess I'll start with this one. This one, I was kind of excited because I thought it could be really old because it's worn, but unfortunately it is very worn and there's a hole in it, probably because someone wore it as a necklace or something like that. And there's absolutely no details left on this, so I'm not going to be able to date that one. It's probably very old though. Here is our oldest datable one. This one is either 1827 or 1837. Pretty nice condition there. I'm not really sure which one of those years it is. We got an 1849 right here in very good shape. And then the rest of these are also in pretty good shape. This is 1847. This is in 1851. This was the first one that we found. 1853 right here in very good shape. And then in 1849. So that is awesome. That is the most large scents I've ever found. I found 2 before. They were both this summer. This is my first ever flying eagles, first ever fat Indians, first ever trime. Here's our stuff that isn't coins. I kind of like this tool right here. I assume it's very old. Looks like some sort of multi-tool. I'm not sure what's on the end there. Maybe it could be a fork. Now that I look at it, it's like a fork kind of, or a prong. We got a more modern bullet, a couple of spoons, some spoon heads. This one's a little bit fancy. I think that's the end of a piece of silverware. There's our crushed thimble there. 2 buttons with eagles on them. A suspender belt thing. This thing just says Knife Co. This says police, and this says it's a Butte, number 3. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I was not able to detect that spot fully today, so I'll be going back probably tomorrow once I recharge my pinpointer. Anyways, I'll see you all on the next one.